My name is Jesse Dryden. I'm from Montreal, Canada, and I have been with Birdhouse Factory now. This will be my 6th season, 6 years, and I am the clown. I'm the principal character.
My name is Lindsay, and I did gymnastics for 20 years, and then I've done circus for 10 years total, and I've worked with Birdhouse Factory for 4 years. I am an aerialist and an acrobat, so I get to do the rope act, I get to do the hoop act, and I get to flip off a lot of stuff.
The show is set in a factory in the Great Depression, so it's a time of economic down, and so the factory is it's a very sad time to have a circus. So the factory becomes alive when a bird flies into the factory, and it gives the people in the factory hope. And this is expressed through circus. This is the art form of circus. And then on top of that, there's this mechanical component to the show that it shows acrobats and mechanisms working together. And in the end, the bird gives the factory a new purpose and allows them to become to look forward to life. Well, my job is to be the comedy, and I work with another character who is a boss, and he owns the factory. And my job, I'm sort of his sidekick, and throughout the whole show, I'm always messing things up. And at one point in the show, I'm left alone on stage, and then there's a special moment with me and some audience people.
Well, we take place in a factory, and so I'm one of the factory workers that we come in and we start by not really enjoying our job, and then we see a bird and brings us hope, and then we get to enjoy our jobs and make something that we really love to make. In the time, I'm just kind of a young girl that gets to play on stuff in the factory and have a lot of fun doing it.
I'm a clown, so practicing is very different. I practice up here because clown is international. So my job is, my schedule is spent watching how people talk to each other and how they interact and see what makes them laugh. So that's my homework.
I make sure that I'm able to practice, make sure I can do hoop and rope, and that I've got all the tumbling skills that I need. And you just work it out as you can between the work and the travel and the performance.
The biggest thing that makes Birdhouse Factory very different is not only the relationship between people and machines, but also that they're very real people. Our costumes aren't fancy costumes, they're very real clothing. It's very gritty, there's not a lot of fancy makeup. It's very human, and for that people, it's got a charm to it that people like, and it's very obvious it's a small troupe and it's like a family.
The whole cast comes together, and we're either doing a choreography together, or we're telling you something in the story together, because it's all about teamwork at that point. And doing my acts is really nice, and it's great to be able to show what I can do, but when we come together as a group, it's like a little family, and it's very important.
You have to love it. You can't just do it. You have to believe that it's where you belong. You have to believe that is what you're meant to be doing at that moment.
I would say it's loving what you do. I would say if you don't love to do circus and to be on the stage and to bring joy to people, then it's not a very good place for you to be.
Well, I have many, many, many favorite parts. Everyone loves the trampoline act because it's very exciting. There's all kinds of parts that people love. But my favorite moment is the moment that the factory doors open at the very top of the show, and we actually get to bring the audience into the factory. It's actually because the music starts to speed up and all the characters are going in, and that's actually my favorite part.